Hello! Hi everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie, and we do this every single Monday night because that's how we get down. This is a virtual stitching gathering where we gather around, we chit, we chat, we talk about all kinds of things, yarn related, crochet related, sometimes knitting related, not that all of us understand, and food, all of that good stuff. That is what we do here on Monday evenings in the US anyways. If you're in New Zealand or if you're in Australia, then it will be Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon for you, depending on your area, where you're at, but it's the same time every single week. Shall we see who we have in the chat? Let me get finished with this stitch. I've been working on this blanket, y'all. Whew, mercy. See who we have. Yay, there's so many people. So many people were here really, really early for chat. Hello. So many people already here. Diana said, hey Steph, are you going to pick a different day to be here Christmas week and New Year's week, or are we gonna have to go through withdrawals? No, Christmas is on Tuesday, not on Monday, so I will be here. Oh my goodness, Patrina's here. Hi, Patrina. Maxine, my lovely, lovely Maxine. It's been a really long time since Maxine's been able to be here. Let me flip this. Oh, by the way, you guys look. Do you see that massive bag behind me? That is the special patron bag for the top tier of patrons. If you've been a patron of that tier for 3 months, then you get that bag. That bag will never be sold in my merch store, and the decal on it is glittery, so it's massive. It is massive. I knew that it was going to be big. I wanted it to be big when I was ordering it, but then when they got here and I opened them, I was like, holy cow, that's a big old bag. But it's going to be great. And it's already been shipped out, and I know Diana said that she's already gotten hers, so we're just waiting on Gabby to get hers. Thank you, Rowans. Thank you. Aw, Leslie said they say they have to be here early. They love you. Oh, I love everybody too. Let me switch over this screen real quick so you guys can see the crochet in big form, because that's what you want, right? You really want the crochet. But it will be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, yes? So, are you telling me that you don't want me to be here on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve? I mean, I'm just wondering. I look fabulous in red. Oh, why, thank you, because I have never really felt that red was in my palette, so thank you. Hello, Russell. Welcome back. Sparkle. Yes, Ida, it sparkles. And it'll never be in my merch store, so that's a bonus for that. Jen Fulton says it's a lovely wet afternoon in New Zealand. And she's only got 30 minutes before she has to go and collect her youngin' from school. Hello, Charlene. Thank you. Thank you. Monica, Yvette, Fairy. Ooh, we got lots of people in here this evening. Lots of people. I did some shopping this week, you guys. As if I need more yarn. My patrons got to spend probably, how many hours was it yesterday? Patrons got to spend with me because I turned on the live stream because I had to reorganize my craft room. And I turned on my live stream for my patrons, so they got to see the vast majority of my stash and all of its glory. Well, it's all of its glory right now because it's all very nice and neat and reorganized and all of that, but it was not when I started yesterday. I spent a very, very large number of hours in here. Probably, I would say that altogether there's probably about 2,500 balls and skeins and hanks of yarns in this room, and I moved everything around yesterday, so it was interesting. Yvette. Okay, so sorry, Yvette. I will try to remember. No, Diana, I will be here. I will be here for you guys because, and that's one of the topics that we're going to talk about today. It is super easy to forget to take time for yourself during the holidays. Like on the normal, it's super easy to forget to take time for yourself, but you have to, for your mental health, you have to force yourself to sit down and crochet, even if it's for a half hour or 45 minutes after you get all of the kids in bed, and even if you're laying in bed and you're not really working on a pattern, but you just pick up some yarn and crochet a whole lot of nothing or a little bit of nothing. Just do something, because it's very good for your mental health to just sit there and work on something. And I don't want you guys to forget about that. Hello, Monica. Welcome. When do the rest of us get to see the stash? I do not like showing. I do not like showing my studio. I don't like, when I first started setting up my Patreon and was thinking of the things that I was gonna show, I still get anxiety every now and then. Like yesterday, I had to build up for like 2 hours before I turned on that live stream, so because you could see like almost everything here in the room from 2 different angles, because I had 2 different cameras going, and I was like, ah. Hello, Rebecca. Let's see. It was That's okay, Kim. I understand. I'm so sorry. Exactly, Denise. I feel like, you know, it's a private thing. You know, like I pull things out every now and then to share with you guys, but I feel, you know, like the bulk of my yarn is I mean, that's a private thing. That's private. Plus, sometimes it can be taken as a show-off kind of thing whenever you're showing your stash, and I don't want to do that, because I've built up over a long period of time. You know, I've built up the yarn that I have. It didn't just poof land there. Is there a paint box that is close to silver in your opinion? I was looking at the colors online from work and I wish I had my pegs with me. Misty Gray? Maybe? Misty Gray? My pegs are all the way over there. And this blanket is getting rather big and it's in my lap. See, Kim said, I would much rather hang out with you. I will just have to wait and see what gets organized on the outlaw side of the family. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm going to have a live on Sally's birthday. Woo! Yeah. You could have a stash thread and we will all feel the same together. Oh, you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't know why I'm so funky about it. I just am. I mean, I don't have any problems, like whenever I go out shopping, you know, I come home and I show you guys what I bought. You know, I don't have a problem with that, but I think it's different when you can see it all in the same place. I think that's different. Hello, awesome hooker. me see. Oh, so let me show you. Speaking of, I don't have a problem with showing you guys. So this blanket right here, everybody has been requesting, well, not everybody, but a whole bunch of you guys have been requesting that I write up a pattern for this blanket that I am making live with you guys. And coincidentally, you know, I do have to make another one of these blankets because I have to make a matching one in little boy colors for Raiden's brother Brantley. So Brantley's version, this color right here, this is Red Heart Super Saver, and the cream color is called Aaron, and the variegated color is Wildflower. So, ooh, squeaky, sorry. So for Brantley's version, I am going to use this variegated color, and this is in Icelandic, and then the solid color in place of the cream here, I'm going to use Gray Heather, and that is what I will use to write up the pattern for you guys. Hey, Freaky Geek! So there's that one, and then, y'all, I went to the Hobby Lobby. Yes, I know, Leslie, I'm so sorry. I went to the Hobby Lobby, and yep, see, Leslie Carter just said something. I'm jealous of your hint of silk haul, you guys. Pardon the rustle. Pardon the rustle. Ooh, you guys. Oh, it makes me so happy on the inside. I can't tell you. Oh, I'm so... I will pull them out so you can see, because I absolutely love, love, love this yarn. I love it. That's not you. That's something else that we have to talk about. That's something else that we have to talk about. Oh. You guys. Oh, jeez. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. It's falling everywhere. You guys, I'm telling you, this yarn, oh God, I can't even fit it all on screen. I love it so much, and I was so happy about this. I've spoken about this yarn several times. I did a dedicated review on it because I loved it so much. Is it black or navy? Black or navy where? This is purple. It's a very dark purple. So Maxine, you know, a little over a year ago now, Maxine sent me Vinnie's Serena, Vinnie's Color Serena, and it's a bamboo yarn that is made in South Africa, but it's very hard to get a hold of here in the US. So I went with you guys, I live streamed on YouTube, and I went tootling through Hobby Lobby, and right before I left, I reached out and I just touched this, and I don't know why I did, but when I did, I immediately fell in love with it because it feels just like Vinnie's Serena. This is 85% bamboo and 15% silk, and it is just glorious. This is 3 ounces or 85 grams. It's 130 yards or 119 meters. It's glorious. And I go to Hobby Lobby on the 30% off weeks. Every other week is 30% off. So this is regular $5.99, which is still a fabulous, fabulous price for what this is. You cannot buy Vinnie's Serena for that much here in the US. You can't. But I got them for $4.19 each. with my 30% off. And it is just, I cannot express to you guys how much I love, love, love this yarn. I love it. It is the softest thing ever. I have no idea what in Sam Hill I'm going to make with it. Absolutely no idea. But it is glorious to touch. It's so glorious to touch that I just leave it out. It hasn't gotten put away because I come in here. I think I told you guys this last week. I come in here if I'm having a bad day and I touch this and it makes things feel better. I love it so much. And then I ran into this and I grabbed 2 skeins of it. And this was the 30% off too. I may or may not do a review on this. I think I'm going to play with it a little bit. This is Tencel. T-E-N-C-E-L. Tencel. And what Tencel is Tencel is made the same way that bamboo and rayon, they're all made the same. They are made from extracting the cellulose from plants. Then I did a video on rayon too, but they extract the cellulose from plants. They mix it with all kinds of chemicals, which are terrible for the environment, by the way. Then they push them through a like little tiny holes into a vat of acid. The chemical reaction between the acid and the chemicals and the cellulose slurry mixture cause it to harden up, and then it's got to sit there for a little bit, but that's how they make yarn. Rayon can be made from many, many, many different plants. It's made from, like, it is non-discriminatory. It does not pick and choose. It's okay with any type of cellulose from any type of plant. Bamboo yarn is only made from cellulose from bamboo. Well, Tencel is only made from cellulose that is extracted from eucalyptus. So, and they also say it's its own thing and it's patented in its own way because they use different chemicals to create the slurry than rayon does or bamboo does. And they say that Tencel is less harmful to the environment. So that's Tencel. I may do a dedicated video on that. I'm not sure yet. Geneva said, I know you keep saying that the hint of silk is amazing, but that texture looks like cord to me. Sorry, it looks like it would feel like horrible cheap cotton yarn, the colors and the sheen. No, it does not feel like horrible cheap cotton yarn. No. No. It is glorious. It does not feel horrible at all. I mean, if it felt even remotely horrible, it would not be in my hand, and if it was, then I would be complaining about it the entire time. Whew. Alright, there I am. It is harmful to the environment, Chris. The chemicals that are used when they are making the slurries for rayon and bamboo, they are extremely harmful to the environment. They are extremely harmful to the workers in the factories who are making them. They try their best to set, you know, the restrictions on what they can and they can't do. This is why it's important that you research where your yarn comes from. And it's one of the reasons that I am a big fan of Nurturing Fibers out of South Africa, because that woman, the woman who owns Nurturing Fibers, her name is Carlet. That woman goes to the farms. She is involved in every single process of her yarn making. She visits the farm. She makes sure that the animals and all of that are being taken care of. She goes and makes sure that, you know, the pesticides aren't being used that would harm the ground around it when they're going through the processes. She ensures that the water that is used is recycled. I mean, she just goes through crazy, above and beyond all of the things. I have a hair that is stuck in one of my eyelashes. She goes above and beyond what regulations say they have to. And regulations have gotten a lot better, but Tencel is supposed to be less, it's supposed to use less harmful chemicals than its, you know, counterparts. That's what they claim. Anyways, I don't know. That's what they say. Kayla said, I'm so sad I've fallen in love with yarn that has been discontinued. I hate it when that happens. Kim, really? Okay, let me remember. What did Janess say that it was? I learned something new this week because I was having a conversation. There is a thing called milk cotton, y'all, okay? Wait. Alicia said, I read that Tencel yarn from wood fibers. Tencel is made from eucalyptus, which is basically a wood fiber. So yes, but Tencel is only made from eucalyptus. It cannot be Tencel if it's made from any other plant fiber. What was I saying? Oh, milk cotton. Milk cotton is a thing. It is a real thing, but it is it's made the exact same way that rayon and bamboo and Tencel are made. Thank you, Jen. She's a chemist, so she helps so much. It's made from casein, which is, put casein in place of where for rayon, bamboo, and Tencel, they are extracting the cellulose from the plant to use that as a base to add the chemicals to. For milk cotton, they take the casein protein from the milk and then they mix that with all the chemicals, and that's how they create their slurry. So I really dislike how they call it milk cotton because a lot of vegans would never want to use that particular fiber simply because of how by the time it gets mixed with all the chemicals and everything, it's not anything. I mean, none of them are anywhere close to what they were from the beginning. But they would still not be okay with it. So I hate how they market it as milk cotton because it's not cotton at all. Not cotton at all in any way, shape, or form. Does it smell like eucalyptus? No, it does not smell like eucalyptus because, like I just said, by the time they get finished mixing the cellulose with all of the chemicals and it's gone through all of the processing and everything, it is not even a shadow of its former self, okay? Like imagine like just exploding all of the atoms within it and then bringing it all back together and it's a completely new thing. That's what it is. Kim, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Jen about that. You're gonna have to ask her. She's the chemist. I'm not a chemist. She actually has a PhD in chemistry, so she's the person to ask like specific questions like that. I just know the general process that it goes through. Welcome back, Daigo. I recently purchased some skeins of yarn called Wild Wool by Erica Knight. It's a mix of wool and nettle. The colors are stunning and it's very soft. You know, there are honest to goodness like bamboo. I read an article once about, I think it was monks that were in India, and they actually, honest to goodness, go out, get the bamboo, beat the fire out of the bamboo, extract, you know, like the stringy, fibrous material from the bamboo, and then they create things like rope and very coarse yarn from it. So it's not like there isn't true, honest to goodness bamboo yarn out there, but the bamboo yarn that you get commercially, I mean, yes, technically it starts out as bamboo and they extract the cellulose from it, but really by the time it gets done, it's a synthetic fiber with as many chemicals as they have to mix with it in order to make it what it is. It's man-made. Thank you, Dana. I am actually extending out on the blanket because it wasn't as big as I wanted it to be. So it started out as squares, and I joined the squares together, and then I just started working in the round. But I am getting close to the actual border part because it's gotten big enough now. It's definitely gotten big enough now. Sorry, I'm having to rearrange this monster. Has anyone tried sea silk? Are you talking about the near lost art of Italian sea silk that is crazy, crazy expensive? Probably nobody here has touched it. That's crazy expensive, and there's very, very, very few people who actually know how to go out and harvest it because it has died off. It's going to be so, so sad whenever that particular, I guess it's an art. I mean, it's really not. For many, many generations, it was how people actually, it was how families made their living, but, you know, it's going to die out soon. If the yarn smells anything like slurry, then forget about it. No, it doesn't. I thought you said it was for a kiddo. How big are you making it? It's about the size of a toddler bed. I mean, I haven't measured it here recently. I tend to overcompensate, okay? I have no idea how big it is yet. I think the last time I took pictures of it and put them in, when was that? Last week, I took pictures of it and put it in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. I was at work and I put it out on the table, and I think that table is about 4 feet wide. So it was crazy. I watched a video of a woman making it. Yes, yeah, sea silk is, it's gonna die away because there's very, very few people, you know, as the generations went on, they weren't interested in learning how to go and harvest it. So it's gonna end up going away. But it's crazy expensive, and things that are made from it are crazy. I dare say sea silk is probably more expensive than Kiviot. It's super, super expensive. I've never touched it, probably never ever will. Probably will never meet anybody who's actually touched sea silk because it's very rare. Sea silk is harvested from plants in, it's not an ocean, it's a sea in the Mediterranean. It's made in Italy, but it's basically a specific type of seaweed that is harvested, and they work their magic. You should Google it. Google, and I'm pretty sure you can find YouTube videos on it, because there was this very big documentary about sea silk, and you know, one of the women that still knows how to harvest it and goes out and harvest it. It's crazy. There you go. Kim just gave you what it was. There you go. That's what it is. It's not seaweed. It is the byssus is used by the clam to attach itself to the seabed. So the women go out. Hello, Gamer Windows. The women go out and they harvest that off of them. I mean, it's just, it's crazy, but it's incredibly interesting. And it's sad to know that it's gonna go away. Dun, dun, dun. Bye, Jen. So let's see, what else? What else did I do? Oh, can we talk about group etiquette? Just in case, because I know that there's a lot of people that just hang out and sit here and watch and they don't really chat. I don't know how many are watching right now. But you know, on the replay, anything like that, when you join or when you decide that you are going to turn your crochet into a business, regardless of what type of business that is, if you are creating crochet patterns, if you are making crochet items and trying to sell them, it is not okay to just go and join people's groups and then start spamming them with your business. That's not how you do things. That's not networking. Networking is forming a relationship with folks, and that's not it. It is super, super annoying to see people join groups that do not participate in the groups at all, do not interact with the other members of the group at all, and they just post links to their own, you know, websites and patterns or Etsy stores and things like that. That's just not how you act. That's not how you do things. Pause for dramatic effect. It's just not how, that's not proper. And all it's going to do is get you kicked out of said group. And if the moderators are anything like my moderators, it's going to get you kicked out of said group quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because if you're not part of my community and you don't actively participate in my community, you are not going to use my platform to further yourself. That's not how it goes down. I do not have an issue with helping those who are part of the tribe, who participate actively within the tribe. I don't have a problem with that at all. But you're not going to jump into my group and start promoting yourself. That's not how things roll. And you shouldn't do it to anybody else's groups. I don't go rolling up into groups whenever I post a new video on my YouTube channel. I don't just sit there for hours and go through all of my crochet groups and spam them with my video launch. I don't do that. Now, some of you guys share one of my videos in a crochet group. Thank you. But I don't do that because it's just bad form and it's bad manners. So you shouldn't do that either. Uh-oh, Russell said that there is a bit of confusion about sea silk. There is genuine stuff from Italy, but I've seen a brand using the term sea silk for a yarn mix of silk and sea kale, a cellulose yarn derived from seaweed. Russell, tomorrow, I know that it's very late and you're tired and you're probably going to leave us to go to bed soon because you're in the UK. But tomorrow, if you remember, please email me. If you can remember the brand of it, I would love to obtain some. Because no, I have not. But I love interesting mixes of fibers. And I would love to try that. And I would love to research it some more. So please email me. And I will look into getting myself some. So I can show everybody what you talk about. Because that sounds really interesting. Let's see. Is that 3? Is that 3? Yes. Okay. The brand is called Handmaiden. I will not remember that. I still have an hour and a half left to go. I will not remember that. Talking yarn stash. Oh, I love talking yarn stash. I love talking about yarn. I love yarn, period. I really, really do. I love it oh so much. All right, neighbors, I'm going to need you to calm down. Handmaiden yarns. I'm going to have to look into this situation and see what it's all about. Thank you, Kim. I just saw that Kim hunted it down and sent me... Wait, was that 4? That was 4. Stop it, Stephanie. Kim sent me a link to it. Okay. So I will check that out. I wonder if it's expensive. I will have to see now. I'm super excited. See, I was just saying that I didn't want to show my yarn stash. And here I go. I'm like, woo, new yarn? What is this? But, you know, I feel like I can do this because, you know, I'm kind of like taking one for the team. You know, like I'm going to see about getting me some of this special sea silk that's made like rayon, only out of seaweed cellulose. You know, we'll see. Gamer Widow says, as a business person, the best way to increase sales and brand awareness is happy customers telling people about it. You got that right. You have got that right. You know, just today, you know, one of my very dear friends who I've known since I was very, very young, her name is Allison. She's in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, but she doesn't come onto the live chats. She shared a link for wool tram yarns in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem with, say, for instance, you know, Maxine designs a blanket and Maxine wants to post a link in the Facebook group for the blanket. I don't have a problem with that. Maxine is part of our community. She participates actively. I mean, she's one of my mods. Maybe that was a bad example because she is one of my mods. But she participates. She's there. Everybody in the group knows who she is. I don't have a problem with her posting a link to her pattern in my group. But Jane Schmo off the street shows up in the group and joins the group and, you know, immediately spams the group with her Etsy store. No, ma'am. That's not how things are going down. That's not how we're going to behave here. Even if you've just been a member of my group for a week or a month, if you've never participated, because I can look and I can see who has done what. I can see your level of participation. I can see if you're responding on other people's, you know, posts. I can see how many posts you've made. And when I type in your name and it comes up with a big fat 0, I say nay. I say nay, nay. That's not how we're doing things. Hello, Melissa. Welcome to chat. Yes, Diana, that would be fine. Hello, Dee. Handmaiden sea silk is $50 for 437 yards. Ah, Lord! Y'all might have to go without that review. Y'all just might have to go without that review. Lord have mercy. Y'all know how many balls of paint box that will get me? Lord have mercy. Whew. Freaky, that is not true. Freaky said, oh shoot, I'm not very good at starting anything on Facebook or any group, but I might pop in with a like or silly words. You are very encouraging. Every time, at least in my group you are. You're very encouraging. Too rich for me. That's what I'm saying. You can keep your sea silk. Kim said, I found sea silk on an online yarn store, $40 for 100 grams, 400 meters, 437 yards. Y'all, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Ooh. Sheila said, I always wonder how people chat but also crochet while listening. I'm always against a deadline, but I'm taking time to write this. Thank you, Sheila. It's okay. You can sit there and just listen and crochet. There are times where I have to do that in lives as well. Not here, but sometimes in Chantel's lives. Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, Kim, is Wednesdays, Thursday for you guys, is this week the die stream? Because I can't remember if it's this week or next week. I think it's this week, though. Good night, Jaja. Scared that I would mess Cecil up on a project. Lord, I don't even know that I would start to work anything up in that. You would really, really, really have to like the person you buy that for. Yes, no joke. Leslie said, my mom bought some baby alpaca, $40 for 436 yards. Woo! Woo! No die stream. No, it's not die stream this week. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. Wait. Okay, so Kim is saying no. Sally is saying yes. We need clarification. Russell said the nicest yarn I ever used was a mix of silk and baby camel. It was in my stash for several years before I plucked up the courage to use that. Y'all, this baby llama and silk that I got over there, the softest thing I have ever touched in my life. In my life. Like, if I could put it in its own little glass case and just have it sit there in its own little glass case, that's how I feel about that yarn, y'all. I mean, it's just... but it was expensive. It's like $30 for that hank of yarn. Whew. Hi, Gray. Oh... Angela, we're trying to figure out, you know, right now, nobody can answer that for you because we're just sitting here having a conversation about it. None of us have spent the money on that. So we can't answer that for you. And I'm sitting here trying to decide if I do want to even begin to spend the money on that because that's expensive. Kayla said, the more I watch you and other makers, I'm realizing how little I know, and two, it makes me feel silly for wanting to start any kind of YouTube. Listen, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you start a YouTube channel. All of us, every single last one of us, started out somewhere, and everybody's beginning videos are horrible. Everybody's got horrible lighting. Everybody's made mistakes in their videos. Every single solitary last one of us. If you want to start a YouTube video, you go right ahead and you start or a YouTube channel. You go ahead and you start it. Period. Hello, Angry Cat Crafts. Goodbye, Tana Carol. Yarn under a glass. Yes. That's where I want to put it. It needs to be under its own little case. I'm telling you, it is the softest thing that I have ever touched. It is glorious. Whew. Shoot, $20 for 100 grams is expensive to me. Cindy is expensive to me too. Daggum. Lord, I'm adventurous, but Jesus. Lord Jesus. Gamer Widow said regular YouTube things are on the cards for next year. Woo woo! I'm excited for that. Denise said, show it to us. You want to see it? God, where did I put it? Oh. Hang on. I got to come up from underneath this blanket to go and get it. Hang on. Ooh. I lied. It's not baby alpaca. It's baby llama. It's 30% baby llama, or 30% silk and 70% baby llama, and it is glorious. I'm not going to rub it against my face right now because I've got makeup on, but it is just it's so beautiful. It's so lovely. It's so glorious, and it's so light and airy and beautiful. Yes, that's it. Serrata by Cascade Yarns. That's what it is. It's glorious. If you have expendable income, go ahead and go for it. Whew. Let me see. Could you do a review and compare Clover Amore and Clover Soft Touch hooks? I'd have to actually buy some Amore hooks because I do not own any Amore hooks. I've never used them. I found Clover Soft Touch, and once I started using Clover Soft Touch, I don't use any other type of yarn unless I absolutely have to. Who needs a pet when one has yarn? You ain't lying. It's fabulous. It's really beautiful. Then you could pet it and not look strange. Look, I'm not worried about looking strange with you guys. You guys understand me completely. Like, I was inventorying my yarn last night with my patrons, and I forget who it was. I think it was Renee. Renee was like, you know that you have a yarn problem when you're happy to watch somebody inventory their own yarn. Thank you, Debbie. Ooh, Russell. Ooh. It's kind of crazy. Goodbye, Gray. There are, I mean, look, there are people that spin yarn from their animal's fur. I mean, if you can spin it into something that's like stringy, people are crocheting with it. They're doing it. There's all kinds of crazy things. I mean, they sound crazy to us, but yeah, you know, I mean, to each their own. Joe said, I enjoy watching people open boxes and bags of yarn. I do too. But then it makes me shop. But I do too. Maybe there's a stress ball for the llama to de-stress with. Oh, y'all, that llama. I'm telling you. That baby llama is just beautiful. Am I getting close? Lord, I still got a whole other... Lord, this blanket's getting big, you guys. It's going slower than it normally would. Because I'm sitting in here chit-chatting. And I'm stopping. Whew. Is that 3? Okay. Bobby said, I have to be careful about what yarn I use. I'm allergic to almost all animal danders. Bless your heart. Oh no. Oh no. Emergency. Emergency. Rebecca Nelson has misplaced her hooks. Emergency. Security. Now everybody's going to start naming. Your grandbaby better appreciate... Well, you know, they're 3. They just turned 3. So, you know, I don't think that they will understand. But hopefully, you know, it won't get destroyed. That's why I'm using Red Heart and I'm not using Paint Box. Because, just in case. Where do you learn so much about the various yarns? Are there trade magazines you subscribe to? Sheila, I am a nerd. And I am a research junkie. And I also have obsessive compulsive disorder, which means that I get very obsessive over things. And researching is fun for me. And once I dive into a topic, I can spend months and months reading and searching for knowledge about it. I have so much useless knowledge in my brain, it's ridiculous because I do that for fun. So that's why I know so much about so many different types of fibers, because I'll hear about something like now I'm going to go crazy about sea silk to try to figure out everything that there is to know about sea silk, because I thought that I knew, but apparently there's this other form of sea silk that I had negative knowledge about. I don't like that. So I'm going to have to fix that. That's what happens to me. That's why I know so much about it. Because I'm obsessed with yarn. Let's see. I'm reading all of the comments going by. Good night, Russell. Leslie said, y'all, Stephanie is not saying you can't be lurkers. She's saying that the people whose only contribution is links to their own businesses are not part of their tribe. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Wait, I saw a new person. I saw a new name pop up there. Rolling Through Life. Hi, Rolling Through Life. Welcome to the chat. We are fabulous. How are you? Yes, that's not what I'm talking about. I was talking about people who spam in Facebook groups and things like that. That's what I was talking about. That's not nice. If you want to lurk and you want to hang out and just absorb and you're not really a people person and you're not really a chit-chatty type person, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. We have a lot of lurkers in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, and then all of a sudden, you know, a topic will spark their interest, or that they have, you know, something that they can add to it, and they'll just pop up and they'll comment. But I don't have a problem with lurkers at all. I have a problem with people who simply lurk in the group just to, you know, every 2 or 3 weeks throw out a link to their business, because we're a community. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Nadine. Welcome back. Hey, Badger Hobbies. A hook party. We're having a hook party? I didn't know we were having a hook party. Nobody told me we were having a hook party. I'm not prepared. Cindy, you do not lurk. No, ma'am, you do not lurk. You definitely participate. Freaky said, I'm trying to lurk while I knit. Doesn't seem to be working. No, not so much for you, Freaky. Yes, it does. Lindsay said, sometimes I lurk because I can't crochet and type at the same time. That is probably like, I enjoy, you know, being in front of the camera sometimes, because sometimes I really do just want to crochet and interact with you guys at the same time. And, you know, like when I'm in Chantel's, I'm just like you guys. I can't crochet and have a conversation with you because I need my hands, because I need to type. I get it. Hello, Anastasia. Aww. That's such a bummer. I'm so sorry. You can't really depend on YouTube. You just need to set your alarm, honey, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Just set that alarm. Go ahead and go do it. Just set it to go on off. Nobody around. Give me a special ringtone, though. Give me a special alarm ring. Like a happy one. Like if you pictured unicorns fluttering through the forest and all kinds of sparkly fairies flying around them and glitter and all of that. If you put that into sound, set that as my alarm. Oh my goodness. Spain lost her hook and it took her 5 days to find it. I'd be losing my mind. Do you have a certain area you always crochet? Do I have a certain area? There is yarn in every room of my house. I mean, like, I'm like the Dr. Seuss crocheter. I will crochet on my couch. I will crochet at the dining table. I will crochet at the bar. I will crochet in the bed. I will crochet in the park. I will crochet on the bench. I will crochet on the blanket. I will crochet on the fence. I will crochet everywhere. All the time. Hello, Kimberly. Kim said, I have the live chats on my calendar, so she does her best not to double book herself. Kim said, I can't imagine you being on the fence about anything. There are times. There are times that I am on the fence and I am uncertain. There are times. I mean, they're very few and far between, but they're there. Whew. It's one place you won't crochet, and that's in the bathroom. Hey. And no, ma'am. No, ma'am, that is not so. Because I remember when kids were young and the bathroom was the only place where you could get peace. So, yeah. 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 Line said that I hit set reminder on YouTube for today 4 times because it kept popping off. Really is annoying. Wow, it kept popping off for you? That's crazy. Hello, Beverly. Welcome. Hello, Ash Loves. Oh. Kim said, I know someone who crochets on the toilet. She says she may as well multitask. You know, I mean, like, I don't know that I would go that far, but, you know, a nice little bubble bath if I was working on something small and I had one of those nifty little trays to, you know, go across the top of my bath, I would be that person. I'm not even going to try to lie about it. I would be that person. Nice bubble bath, some soothing music, some baby llama and silk. Whew! Lord have mercy. Calgon, take me away. Two. Well, 4, technically. 4. 2 boys, 2 girls. Only one still left at home. Aw, Gigi, you're not an idiot. Don't say that. Gigi said, I'm an idiot. I kept looking for these chats on Facebook Live, and they're here on YouTube. Aw, bless your heart. It's okay. You're here now. That's all that matters. Leslie said, I'm going to ask a very stupid question. There are no stupid questions. I sometimes see people's names highlighted in chat. Example, @name. How the heck do you do that? You put @ in front of it and start typing their name, and YouTube will populate it for you. And that's how you highlight people's names to them, so they can see in chat that you are talking to them. Oh. Let's see. What is the stitch used where you put the colored rows? Which colored rows? There's a couple colored rows. This is the bobble stitch right here. This is the spike stitch or the long single crochet. And then this right here is a puff stitch. And these are puff stitches as well. They're just separated by trebles. One, 2, 3. Yay, here we go. Sensory overload. We're overloading on sensories. Sensories. Get in there. I have slip stitches going on here. That's probably what's slowing me down, because these are half double crochets, and normally those just go zinging by, but I'm working into slip stitches, so it's kind of slowing me down just a little bit. Good night, Shelley. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, bad news. I'm not shifting over to day shift, so I will not be going back to the nice, relaxing Wednesday evenings that I used to know, sitting in Chantel's live chat and being able to actually participate. No, because I will be at work. Whew. Sally said, I'm so glad my appointment today is after the live is finished. Me too. Me too. You know, when time changed, we, oh, by the way, Kim, isn't it time for you to leave? Don't you have to go to Pilates? Because time changed here in the U.S., and now it's interfering with Kim's Pilates appointment. Pilates. Hey, Dana, thank you. Oh. Yes, I have worked with Angora, and Angora is beautiful. It's beautifully soft. No worries, Melissa. You just keep on working. Yes, I know. I am very sorry about it too. Believe you me, I was not looking forward to getting up at 4:30 in the morning. But I was very excited about having my evenings at home with the family again and eating dinner at a normal time. And I was very looking forward to that. Still maybe sometime in the future. Don't know yet. But we will see. We shall see. But as of right now, it is canceled and I am not moving to day shift. So I am still going to be on night shift. Oh, stop it and let me get into the stitch. Why do I have to be such a tight crocheter, you guys? You would think that after all this time I would learn. Whew. I'm not quite certain how often it changes. It doesn't... I would hope that it wouldn't change very often because I don't want it to. Why can't you change? Because it's not my choice. I don't know exactly what happened. I was just told that the schedule was not changing as it was said to us before Thanksgiving. I do not know exactly what happened. Is there a chance that they will rejig it again? I hope so. I hope so. I don't know, but I certainly hope so. I work at a port of entry, Angry Cat. Do you want me to set up something on change.org? You are so funny. Oh, I don't know. It'll be okay. Sacrifices must be made. It will be okay. And one of these days, it will just be a moment that I will look back on and think, yeah, that wasn't all that fun. But it'll be okay. Stephanie needs to change the day shift so she can participate in die streams. Stephanie needs to change the day shift so she can do a whole lot of things. It's really, really weird. Gigi said, sorry, Steph, but it makes me feel a little better about my own crochet skills to see a slip stitch that slow you down. You know, I'm a tight crocheter, man, and slip stitches, they're a little bit tricky to get into for, you know, a normal person. They will slow a normal person down, but just by nature, and I was sitting here doing this while I was watching TV, so I wasn't being very mindful of what I was doing. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. Rolling said, thanks for the video you did on copyright patterns. I canceled all free crochet site for that reason. I would rather pay for a pattern than use it without permission. You know what? I just filmed a video today on why free crochet sites and groups and Instagram accounts and all of that are bad. Most of them are bad. That will be coming out this week. I have to edit it. I filmed it right before the live started, right here. Because I think that everybody's getting, finally, most of the people are getting why sharing paid patterns is bad, but they're still not getting why sharing free patterns is bad. So I address that all by its little lonesome in its own little video. Carol said, could it be a matter of seniority? The good Lord may have a reason for it also. You know what? I really do not know. I do not know. I do not have the answer. And I learned a couple weeks ago to stop getting upset about things not going according to my plan. Because I have everything planned out and I'm going to do this and this is exactly how this is going to work out because I have a plan. And I learned my lesson with that a couple weeks ago. It was a hard lesson and it smacked me in the face. So I am just trying to remember that my faith it's going to hold me through. It's going to be okay. It's not my plan. There is a perfect plan for each and every one of us. And you're right. There is a reason for it. So I am just embracing it. What will be, will be. Kim said I volunteer as tribute. Thank you for doing that. That was good. We actually got that Facebook group taken down. Everybody working together got that Facebook group taken down. So that was nice. Good night, Daigo. That's exactly what I am trying to remind myself, Nadine. Because there was, when was it? Maybe like 3 weeks ago? I don't know, maybe one of my patrons can answer that. I had a situation going on and it was just because I've been working towards something. I haven't talked to everybody about it yet. Still won't for quite some time. But I've been working towards something since February, and I ran into a roadblock, and it was just one of those things that smacked me square in the middle of my face, and I went, oh crap. Because I had all of these plans, and I knew exactly every single step that I needed to take in order to get to the end goal, and knew exactly how everything was going to work and how everything was intertwined with each other to see it happen. And then part of the foundation of it came back and it was bad. And I literally spent an entire day, it was a Monday, I'll never forget it. I literally spent that entire day crying in bed until I had to force myself to get up and put on some makeup and do my hair and come here and sit here and chat with you guys. It was absolutely horrible. And I'm just like the meme says, I'll be okay. I just got to be dramatic first. So it took me a couple days. And then I had to realize that it is not my plan. And then I had to humble myself for being so prideful and thinking that I was in control of what was going to happen. And as soon as I did that, that problem went away. And it was fixed, and not only was it fixed, but it was way better than I ever thought, than I ever planned for. So while I am not happy about staying on nights, and I am not looking forward to staying on nights, I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to dwell on it because there is a reason for it, and there is a lesson for me to learn. Kim said, "Your freak out, you mean?" That was only the beginning of last month. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad. And bless Aunt Jean Ann for letting me for days just go on and on and on about it until I finally had my aha moment and I went, oh, okay, all right. This is what the problem is. Okay. Does it get busy at night? No. Well, sometimes it does, but most of the time, no. Whew. Lord, I am almost to... Yes, I am almost to the end of messing with these slip stitches. Why did I do this to myself? I mean, I did this to my own self. Why did I do that? How did you catch the stolen patterns? I was alerted by someone else that it was the group that we worked on this week. I was alerted by somebody else that they had stolen Grace Fearon's paid for pattern. And that was what took me to the group. And then I went to the group and there was a Polly Plum pattern that was on there. So then I let Emma know because Emma and Polly are both Stylecraft blog stars. So Emma got a hold of Polly and all of that good stuff. It was a big community effort. There was another group working on it and everybody was sharing it in their groups to report the group, to get it put in timeout while, well, to get the post put in timeout while the copyright holders filed all of their paperwork with Facebook on the back end. And it took about, I don't know, like 4 hours? I think it was about 4 or 5 hours, and the group was busted. It was done. And come here. Come here, I say. Wait, when did I do that? We're at the end. Come here, I say. Hooray! Alright, we're just going to cut that off right there. Just for right now. Just for right now, we're going to cut that off right there. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Okay. I'm going to start over here. Are you going to be seeing Aunt Jean for Christmas? No. No, I am not. I am not going home for Christmas. I will be working on Christmas. I will be at work on Christmas Day. Leslie Carter, fingerless gloves. There is only so many ways to tie a knot. You know what I mean? That's something that you got to be careful of, because a lot of times people think that their pattern has been stolen, or you think that a pattern might be stolen, but a lot of the times people just didn't even know that somebody had already made a pattern similar to it. Know what I mean? All right, come here. Get back here. Come hither. You know what? I think I want you right there. Come here. Can you please tighten down on my hook, please, and thank you? Lord have mercy. There. Jesus. All right. Come through. Thank you. Thank you oh so much. I probably should have did this quite some time ago, because I think this is going to be hard to do now. At least hard to do, and you guys see what I'm doing. Come on. Get in there. Waits for the yarn to talk back. Yeah. In truth, I don't know what I would do if the yarn talked back to me. I would not be happy if the yarn talked back to me. I know that. Come get on there, please. And thank you. Question. In your video about copyright protection and infringement, I noticed that maybe you did not want to call people out, but I am noticing a lot of copycats, and I'd like to know who. Well, I talk about a lot of different topics when I am in those two videos, so I'm not quite certain which portion it is that you are talking about, but I'm also a lady, and I'm never going to just call people outright, even the people that have done me dirty and said that I was stealing from them. Me. Even the people who have called, who have said that I was stealing. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. I don't dwell on that. I don't got time in my life for that mess. It's just not who I am. Let's see. Come here. Thank you. Boy, I'm glad I decided to stop and do this now. It's like an extra 6 rows of work or something above it, so it's kind of tricky. All right, stop it. Go through. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. I want that. I just don't want to give the copycats my business. Well, the only way to not give copycats your business, well, first and foremost, I think what you're talking about, what you're referring to, is the website that I was talking about where there were thousands of licensed character crochet patterns on it. If it's a licensed character and they are selling it Do not give them money for it. Do not. Ever. Because that's bad. Anywhere. Let's see. Hey, Gabby. Gabby, did you get your bag yet? Kim said you called me out for sending you unsolicited Tim Tam photos. Look, okay? Like everybody was sending me Tim Tam photos. It was crazy. But it's funny though, like everybody knows that I love Tim Tam so much. All the Aussies were sending me messages in the middle of my night because it's the middle of their day and they're doing their grocery shopping and they're taking pictures of Tim Tams. It's funny. So funny. Speaking of Tim Tams, did you know that the caramel ones weigh more than the other flavors? It figures. It figures because they're my favorite. Hey, Patty. Patty says, beautiful blanket, what's your favorite color? As soon as I say this, everybody here is going to have something to say. But green is my favorite color. But I don't like green yarn. But green is my favorite overall color. I don't know that I have a favorite color when it comes to yarn. I love all the yarns. Cindy said, what are you going to do with all of those slip stitches? Nothing. I'm just leaving it as a surface slip stitch just to go around. Nothing. Bye, Kim. Talk to you soon. Enjoy Pilates. Thank you, Kim, for posting my Patreon link. I appreciate that greatly. Welcome back, Diana. Whew. Sorry guys, I'm having to concentrate and actually look at where my hook is going because I'm putting it in a funky place. I thought you were going to use them to make 3D designs. No, I'm just doing a surface slip stitch. That's all. Kim is spamming you guys with all of the links for the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, the Patreon, if you would like to become a patron. For those of you guys who don't know what Patreon is, just like in the older days when artists had patrons that would give money to them so they could pay for all of their household expenses and focus on their art, Patreon is the modern version of that. So there are different tiers you can donate or contribute or pledge, if you would, as little as $1 a month, and that gets you special content. There's a tier for behind the scenes stuff, so whenever I'm sitting here filming, you get to see all of the craziness that happens behind when I am filming. They get to see things, you know, like 8 hours worth of me rearranging maybe not 8 hours, that's excessive, but it was definitely 4 or 5 hours of me rearranging my entire yarn stash, all of that good stuff. There's different levels of perks They have giveaways that are specific for them, and you can become part of that on Patreon. Kim left a link for it, and there is a link in the description box below as well. Nancy's favorite color is orange. Nancy, are you a Gator fan? Are you a Gator fan? Oh, I need to move this so you guys can see. I'm so sorry. I'm having to curl down the work that I've already made because I went too far with it. And I'm sitting here at an awkward angle now. But I think that'll be pretty. Good night, Cindy. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. That's going to be real pretty. I like that. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm a Seminole. I am a Seminole. So, thank you. I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you, Nancy. Whew. My family in Jacksonville, it's like a house divided come football season. Half of them are Gator fans, half of them are Noles. Lord. And then you got one bulldog. Just one, but he's the loudest out of everybody. Thank you, Kelly. What are Tim Tams? Tim Tams are cookies. They're made in Australia. They're special. They're fabulous. They're glorious. You should make friends with an Aussie. Anastasia said, Steph, my family has that same one dog fan. There's always that one. What does WHIP mean? WHIP stands for Work in Progress. What sport? It's football. American football. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, stop it. No. 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 This stitch gives a good break in color. Yes, it does. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too close to the other ones because I'm very concerned about how close I put these. But I'm working through it. It's my OCD. It's my OCD. It's like Rugby with pads for you, Sally. It's Rugby with pads. My family's Georgia fan is my cousin's husband. He's very loud about it. Very loud about it. But you know, oddly enough, I haven't heard him say anything about the Bama game. I haven't heard him say anything. There's been not a peep. Huh, I'm glad we had this conversation. I might have to start talking some smack on the Facebook. Come on, go through there. This normally goes a lot faster. Note to self, Stephanie, when you get to this point and you are writing the pattern, do it sooner. Afterthoughts. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Hey, Kathleen. Welcome back, Jen. I'm trying to read chat and work these slip stitches. Come on. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. I like it. There we go. Right into the next. We're almost halfway through with this. How much time we got? We got 20 minutes. Do you think we can get back around to the other side in 20 minutes? Not if I keep catching my hook on everything that I'm not supposed to, Stephanie. Jeez. Whew. Are y'all gonna get bored if I crochet another blanket like this with you guys on, for if I do Brantley's blanket? Because it'll be different colors for him, but are y'all gonna get bored if I do that, or do I have to start another completely different blanket? Lori said, what is that you are working on? I am working on a blanket for my grandbaby. Your bags back there are multiplying. You see, yes, that is the Patron bag, the Patron specific bag. Kathleen said, what color is that you're adding now? This is Wildflower. Everybody said no. Why be bored? We got to chat and play. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you guys wouldn't get bored, because I got to do that blanket again so you guys can have the pattern for those of you who keep asking for it. What the hell? Okay, right there. Wait, get in there. Hang on. Let me get around this corner, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I went off camera. I didn't realize that I went off cameras. Leslie, I probably could, but the problem with that is all of the chit-chat that we have in between. You know, people just, when people come for a tutorial, they want a tutorial. They don't want all of the chit-chat mess that goes in between. Good night, Fairy. Yes, Wildflower. Lori, there is not a pattern. I am making this up as I go, which is why I have to make another one, because so many people have asked for the pattern that now I have to make it again. Well, I mean, I was going to anyways, because this is for my granddaughter, and I have to make another one for my grandson. So I will write down the pattern as I make the other one. Lord, come on, Stephanie, get it together. Kayla said, and I'm apparently deaf because it just hit me that you said my grandbaby. Yes, my grandbabies. We're not like everyone else. We're special. Yes, you are. Rebecca said, there's stitches you've done that I haven't yet. Really? Really? Twice, Kayla, twice. I will do my very best, Lori. We're going to do that. Thank you very much, Sally. Thank you. You can say that whenever you feel like it, honey. Did I miss making time for crochet mental health talk? Sorry, I had to step away several times and I tried to hear while I was in the kitchen. I touched on it, you know, like just a little reminder to make sure that people were taking time for themselves, because the holidays is very, very stressful, you guys. It's very stressful. And crochet is very good for de-stressing and just releasing tension and just so many things. Please make sure that you are forcing yourself to take time to sit down and crochet. I'm not saying that to be selfish because I want you to, you know, like crochet all the things all the time. I'm saying it for you. They are 3 years old. They just turned 3 on Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Trying to read some of these questions as I'm doing this. Okay, this stitch is not good to do while you're doing live because you really got to look. Okay. Whew. Little boy and a little girl, and I am hoping, because this blanket is very, very feminine. It's very feminine. So I am hoping that by changing the colors, it's going to make it less feminine. I am praying. Kelly said I'm going to make them stuffies next year since their grandmama won't. First, please don't ever refer to me as a grandmama. I'm a Yaya. I'm a Yaya. Second, you go right ahead because you're right. Their Yaya will not. Carol said, how do you do that stitch? It's just a surface slip stitch. You insert your hook and then grab your yarn from behind, pull it through, and slip stitch. That's all that it is. Oh, whenever you don't lose your hook, like me, 'cause I'm silly. Diana said he is 3. He won't care. I think the color change will be fine. I hope so. Yo-yo. Kelly! Y'all see how my friends treat me? I'm a Yaya. No, I am not Greek. I am Italian, and oddly enough, You know, like we tried Nona. We tried Nona and it just wasn't happening. And then Yaya come flying out Raiden's mouth. Raiden was the first one to call me Yaya. And until she did, I was literally still choking every time I had to tell somebody that I was a grandmother. I was still choking on it because I wasn't ready. And then as soon as Raiden said, "Hi, Yaya," into the phone, because, you know, they're 1,500 miles away from me, so their Yaya lives in the little phone. And we were on FaceTime, and she said, "Hi, Yaya." And then, like, 2 days after that, Brantley said, "Yaya, Yaya." And then it got to the point where Darian would call me at, like, 0:30 in the morning my time, because she would go, "Will you please? I know it's early for you. I know that you're still sleeping, but will you please talk to these children? They've been running around the house in circles all morning for the past 2 hours screaming, 'Yaya, Yaya, Yaya.'" Yeah. It makes it better. Uh-oh, oh, what are you doing? Stop it. Don't get hung up over there. What products do I use to perfect my curls? First, I follow the curly girl method. I don't use any sulfates, silicones, or parabens in my hair. I do not use shampoo on my hair at all. I wash my hair with conditioner that doesn't have sulfates, silicones, or parabens in it. And I use lots and lots and lots of conditioner in my hair. I use a curl activator. I use styling gel, and I diffuse. I pretend like I'm an octopus and I diffuse my curls and let them dry all the way, and then I scrunch out the crunch from the gel and poof. Freaky said, "I think her hair is naturally curly. Humidity does that at times." Yes, my hair is naturally curly, but it does not look like this all the time. I have to work on my curls. Kathleen said, "I was just teaching my 4-year-old granddaughter to crochet. She's loving it." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Start them young. What do I use instead of shampoo? I use conditioner. See, the thing is you only need shampoo to wash away, and like the sulfates, you have to have sulfates to strip the silicones off of your hair and the parabens off of your hair. And because I don't use any products with silicones or parabens in them, I have no need for shampoo. And also, I don't want to, because I have curly hair, it takes a lot longer for the oils to travel down the strands of hair. Because, like people with straight hair, it just, you know, it slips right on down, and they get greasier a lot quickly than people with curly hair, and that poses a problem for us moisture-wise, because our hair dries out because the oils don't travel down our hair as quickly as they do for people with straight hair. So whenever you wash your hair with cleansing shampoos or anything like that, you're stripping all of the oils out of your hair as well, and we need that to control our frizz. We need those oils to control our frizz. So yeah, I don't use shampoo. Bobby said, I'm naturally curly, but the weight of my hair pulls it out when I cut my hair short. Then it's them kind of curls. My hair is, believe it or not, my hair is all the way down to my backside. But you cannot tell because it's so curly and my curls curl up. Do your kids crochet? No. One of them started to, but I think she lost interest in it. No, she doesn't. Diana said, I don't use product in my super fine hair, so I don't need shampoo. Nope, you sure don't. I massage my scalp with conditioner, and that's another thing that I do not brush my hair when it's dry, and I only, I have a very wide tooth comb, a big wide tooth comb, and that I brush out my hair in the shower. I detangle in the shower, and the rest of the time, like, you know, I do all kinds of things to preserve my hair. Like, this is day one hair. I washed it today. Monday is wash day for me, and I washed my hair, and tonight when I go to sleep, I will pull all of my curls up into a pineapple type thing on top of my head, and when I sleep, like tomorrow, I'll just wake up and pull it out, and my curls will boing down. Maybe one or two of them will be a little bit frizzy, but I'll just have to spritz them down with some water and tame them back to the way it is. Day 3, oddly enough, it's back to that oil thing because even water washes away the oils, and the conditioner can wash away oils. Day 3 is typically the day when I get my best hair day. I don't know why, but day 3 hair days are fabulous for me. Yeah. Fabulous. Am I still in the right place? Okay. Do I have layers in my hair? Yes, I do. I do what's called a unicorn cut. I cut my own hair. I pull everything over to the front right here, and it wet. I pull it all over, make sure that there's no bumps or anything like that, and I put a pony around it right here, and then I put ponies going all the way down it, and then I snip the end of it, and that creates my, well, I cut it going this way, so that creates my layers. Did I just, okay. So I should be doing these live chats on Wednesdays, is that what you're saying? You know, it takes me probably my whole process probably is about 3 hours long for my hair on wash day to set my curls for the rest of the week. And I have to, you know, take care of them. I have to put them up in a shower cap. I put my hair up into a pineapple again, and I have a shower cap that I wear, you know, when I get into the shower each day, so I don't get my curls wet and destroy everything that I work so hard for. I don't know, but it takes me about 3 hours on wash day to do my hair. No, that's the true name, Diana. YouTube the unicorn cut. It's a thing. A lot of curlies cut their own hair and do the unicorn cut. It's a real thing. Dana said, I feel like I'm way behind on chats and video. Satellite internet is streaming is terrible and wish I could keep up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Daigo used to have that problem all the time too. Whew, I think this is the last side, you guys, and we only got 3 minutes left. Jesus. I can't look at chat and do this in a speedy manner. You know, good night, Sheila. Beverly, it took me, I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 32 years old, and I went through a year of treatments. And while I did not lose my hair completely, I lost a lot of it. And my hair, the treatments just did absolutely horrible things to my hair. And for the vast majority of my life, I've been blonde for, I mean, I've been blonde more years than I've been my natural hair color, which is this. So, and I also used to straighten my hair all the time. So I did a lot of damage to my hair, and I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I went, Steph, you have got to get your hair back. I don't know what you're going to do. And that's when I found the Curly Girl method. So I read the book. I found a Curly Girl group on Facebook. And because I didn't know what products, you know, had the bad things in it, because it's not like they just say, you know, silicone or parabens. No, there's like all kinds of different words that it could be. But this Facebook group had albums in the group, and they had, you know, there's pictures in there of all kinds of different products from all around the world. Some of them are broken down. Like they have albums for different countries, and they have cleansing shampoos that are, they call them Curly Girl Safe. They have gels, that they have an album for gels and an album for shampoos, or conditioners, leave-in conditioners. You know, there's just, it takes the guessing game out of it. And then the other thing that I was doing, you know, I was spending crazy amounts of money on products. And now I use VO5 conditioner. It's 97 cents a bottle, and my hair looks more fabulous now than it ever did. My gel comes in this huge big old bottle. It's LA Looks. For those of you in the United States, like you remember the 90s, everybody was all about the LA Looks. It's like $1 for a big old bottle of that. I spend nothing on my hair product. Next to nothing, honest to goodness. You can't picture me as a blonde? Oh, bless my nanny's heart. If you guys, I have pictures on my Facebook of me blonde, but blonde does look more natural on me than my natural hair color. Like every time I would decide that I was tired of having to go in every 5 weeks to get my hair done, and I would go back to my natural color, I would walk into my nanny and my poppy's house, and my nanny would go, honey, you look so much better as a blonde. And I'd look at her and say, I have your hair. This is your fault. You know? I know, but you just look so much better as a blonde. Blonde looks way more natural on me. Is there a group for bored straight redheads? Oh, poor thing. You know, I really think that if you read the Curly Girl method, Lorraine Massey is the one who wrote the book, the Curly Girl method. I really think that if you read, I mean, it's just healthier living for your hair, period. My hair has never grown past here. And of course, you know, these are curls. So my hair has, when it was straightened, this is the length that it has been my entire life. It would never grow past this stage. And in the 2 years that I have been curly girl, my hair is down to my butt. Like, it's all boinged up right now, and it's shorter in the front, of course. But my hair is down to my butt, you guys. That's great. It's annoying. I always wanted long hair my entire life, but now I'm like, I sit on my hair all the time, or I get in the car and my hair will like touch my arm and I think that it's a spider, so then I start freaking out. Steph, what do you cleanse with? I use VO5 conditioner. I put it in there and I massage my scalp. I think the massaging of my scalp has promoted hair growth too. I always play music while I'm in the shower, and I put in my conditioner at the beginning of a song, and I massage my scalp until the song is over, and then I rinse it out. Whew. This has been an interesting live, hasn't it? New people are like, oh my god, I didn't realize that I landed on a beauty channel. Am I almost to the end of this? No, I still have a whole other row, you guys. I was trying to hold on. But I have not eaten yet, and my spaghetti is waiting on me. My spaghetti is waiting on me, so I is hungry. I'm gonna lay this out. That's what it's looking like so far. It's so pretty. Oh, so I'm going to take off. Don't forget that Chantel's live stream over on the Fiberific channel is on Wednesday evenings for us in the US. They're on Thursday mornings for people in Australia, Thursday afternoon for people in New Zealand. Same time as mine. Same exact time as mine. So, I'm going to go. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you ding the bell. If you're not getting warnings, make sure that you go to my channel. After I click out of here, click on the reminder for next week's event for live, so you will get the notice. Join the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. All of that good stuff. Do all of the things. All of the things. And don't forget to crochet. Find time for yourself for crochet through all of this crazy holiday stuff, because people are getting grumpy all over the place. It's like it's a full moon and there's no need for it. Less grump, more crochet. Crochet. Bye, guys.